form-finding methods that hopefully will apply to a design project later on. So we've looked at the hanging chain models, and now we need to look at grasshopper and caramba. So for Monday, the virtual model and hanging chain proof of concept models are due. And this is a process. This is not, it's not the final design, it's not the final form, right? It's working that out, going through the design process. I think for Monday, working with caramba and working with grasshopper, and then testing that, right? Because it's just a software analysis tool. We really have no idea if it's correct, right? Like, is this a real form-found form? So you're going to do some things you're going to iterate in caramba, and then you're going to reconstruct it with the hanging chain, and then compare the two. What's really working physically versus virtual. So that's for Monday. For a week from Monday, 3 physical model iterations are due. Now these first 2 weeks, Monday and then the week after, these are of the overall design. Something like if this was my overall form, it would be like one of these. But at the same time, I don't want you to be solely working on this overall form all the way up until the end, and then pick this column part and start to work with that. You have to start experimenting, as soon as possible, I think, with the actual column. On Friday the 11th, so September 30th, so these are 2 Mondays. The Monday, which is a week from that, so there's quite a bit of time between these two. There's almost 2 weeks here. Because whatever that Monday is, I don't know what day that is. Monday, the something is...
I think it's the 7th.
7th is the fall break thing, which is nice. It means you get a whole day to work on studio, right? When you have fall break. You don't have any other classes. So on the 11th, so for me, our midterm is on a Monday. And ideally, that weekend would be putting together the process booklet. Have you guys ever finished something on a Friday when you had a review on a Monday? Yeah, let's make this the first time, right? I think that would be really exciting. Right? Like a real deadline. Because, and I think, with these cloud studios, that is kind of the idea, that the project is something that's finished a week, 2 weeks. I think in some of the other studios, or in the spring, I'm sure in the spring, we should, if you're still in the studio, we'll be tired of making things. We'll be experts at making things, and we'll want time to prepare the final research. That's what these studios are about, research. So the idea is that you make a book in the end, and it gets passed down, to the next studio, and then they do even more exciting things. So the idea would be to have the weekend to make the process booklet. What's that? It should be more, I think. I think that's kind of skim. So while you're working, like hopefully today you were photographing things, and even though that wasn't the midterm project, but whatever you're doing, you want to document it. So it's photos, it could be videos, it's going to be written text. It could be a complete failure in the end, who knows? But it needs to be documented, right? Like that's the whole idea, is that we should learn from it. We have to be successful at the end, no doubt. So whatever it takes to get there. So I've listed these dates. Hopefully if we adhere to these dates, and so I'll have to come up with some things in between also to keep us moving in the right direction. There's no printing. The booklet is a PDF. Any questions about this part?
So the booklet is just progress of it. Is it of everything, or is it just of the midterm?
For now, it's just the midterm.